Good morning, everybody, and happy almost New Year. Almost, yeah, New Year's Eve. It is December 31st, last day of the year of 2022 on this Saturday morning. Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, if you have plans for today, this evening, early tomorrow morning, wherever you might be, I think you're going to be okay. Now, we're still seeing some showers around the area this morning, but those will be moving out as we go through the day. Let's take a look at the radar. As of 4:50 this morning, when I'm putting this podcast down, you can see that we still have some shower activity. All of this is moving upstream, kind of in a northeast fashion, but everything generally is moving east. So here's our cold front back into western Kentucky. All that is eventually going to push through. So we're not getting rain right now in Bowling Green, but there's another maybe small chance with the front coming through. It's a slow moving system. So once it finally comes through, I think that's going to shut off any kind of shower activity for the rest of today and tonight and tomorrow. What we wait on after this is a much more potent system that is going to come in on Monday, Monday night, and Tuesday morning, which could bring us a round of maybe some strong thunderstorms. I'll get to that in just a minute. But again, if you're making plans for today, you should be fine. It's just going to be cloudy. It's going to stay warm, yes, maybe just slightly cooler than yesterday, but still mild, still pleasant for this time of the year. In fact, let me I don't have a graphic made. Maybe I should have made a graphic, but here I want you to see this right here. Okay. This is where I make my notes on the gridded forecast here. Fronts coming in, different things, rainfall. It's all raw data. But what I want you to focus on is, let me see if I can get it up there. See that at the top? We had a high of 69. We almost made 70 yesterday. The average is 47, and that's a 22-degree difference. 22 degrees warmer than it should be for this time of the year. But look at the top of that box. The record for yesterday, 71, set back in 1923. We were only 2 degrees shy of the record high for December 30th. I thought, man, it does feels awful warm. It was warmer than we thought it was going to be. I mean, that's a bonus. Getting close to 70 and just 2 degrees shy of the record of 71. Set back in the 20s. So today won't be quite as warm, but it's still going to be very nice. You also saw there below the box 14 hundredths of an inch of rain officially at the Bowling Green Airport, but we'll take a look at some of the mesonet numbers here in just a second. After I show you the model blender, let's spin that blender around, see what we come up with. Over the next 10 days, we go near 60 today. Instead of near 70, it's going to be near 60 and maybe 61, 62. Depends on where you are. We will get to 62 and even better tomorrow for the first day of the new year. Mid to upper 60s possible Monday and Tuesday. And those are the 2 days we're watching for the potential for some strong to even severe weather and heavy rainfall. With this next system coming in, that's the more potent system. That after that, we do have a cold frontal passage and things begin to cool down as we head into the middle and end of next week and the first weekend in January. As you can see, temperatures level out closer to where they should be for this time of the year, which is the upper 40s to low 50s. So nothing earth shattering there. We're just going to hit the reset button and kind of put temperatures back to where they need to be for this time of the year, or where they average. Some people say normal, average, whatever, however you want to determine it. Technically, it's average, but yeah, more in line with where we should be. All right, let's take a look at those mesonet numbers now. Currently, as of right at 5 a.m. this morning, the Kentucky mesonet showing a very mild start for everybody. 50s statewide. There's a few 40s to the west of us, and that's the front that's come through. So slightly cooler. As I mentioned today, some of our temperatures before sunrise may go down just a few degrees and then start to trickle back up into the upper 50s to low 60s. Let's check on the rainfall. I said 14 hundredths of an inch of rain at the airport past 24 hours. Well, some of the mesonet sites, and I'll zoom in to southern Kentucky, you've got 16 hundredths over in Metcalfe County, 3/10 plus. Over in Hart County, a quarter inch of rain. In Grayson County, about that much. In Butler County, we picked up almost 4/10 of an inch of rain between the two stations here in Warren County. Almost a half inch of rain in Scottsville, Allen County yesterday, about that much. Simpson County, Franklin, 2/10, a little bit over a quarter inch in Russellville. And there you see some of the other amounts, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10 up in Ohio County. Little lighter amounts out to our east. That's the 24-hour rainfall amounts from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. So everything kind of materialized like we thought as far as rainfall measurements, but the temperatures did exceed a little bit from what we thought they were going to, where they were going to land yesterday. A little bit warmer than what we first thought. Okay, so let's show you the temperatures, future temperatures now as we get into your Saturday, the last day of the year. We're not going to move all that much thanks to that cold front. You can see that even now, back to the west, having an influence on temperatures back into southern Illinois, Indiana, western Kentucky in the 40s, while we're in the mid to upper 50s. There's just not going to be a lot of wholesale change today in temperature. We're going to get close to 60, maybe hit 60 or 61. This is showing 57, but it's taking into account that front coming in and it really just kind of dissolves. It just kind of falls apart. Not really going to be a big influence on our temperature, except we will be cooler today than yesterday. Then tonight, we'll only fall into the upper 40s, 46, 47, maybe 45. And then tomorrow, here we go back into the warmth again on New Year's Day with a little more sunshine. I think we will get into the 60s, lower 60s south of us, upper 50s to near 60 north of us, up toward Louisville and E-Town. Not a bad Sunday at all. It's going to be just mild, nothing too warm, nothing too cold. But then the bigger warm up comes with this next system as it comes in for Monday and Tuesday. Let's take a look at the future radar. I can show you how the showers that are out there right now are going to move on. And this is good for those of you who have plans for tonight to ring in the new year. I think it'll be just fine. And here's proof of that. So we have the light scattered showers around this morning, the front coming through and then dissipating. So any shower activity for the most part is going to be along and east of Interstate 65. As we continue through the morning and the midday, early afternoon over toward the Somerset area, once you head out the Cumberland Parkway and head over toward I-75, if you're going east, that's where some of the showers will remain for the afternoon, but everybody clears up tonight. Now, it's not going to become clear as far as the skies. There will still be some clouds around. Some of the models say there could be some breaks in the clouds, allowing a few stars to show up, but I'm going to keep it partly cloudy. Okay. Some clouds still around. Low level moisture gets trapped in there sometimes. And I'm just going to keep the clouds around here. But tomorrow looks fantastic. There will be a mix of sun and clouds. Those little dots you're seeing there, really just nothing much to be concerned about as far as rain tomorrow. There could be a passing sprinkle. There's still a little bit of upper level energy. These could just be some model artifacts that are just kind of randomly thrown in there. Um, but this takes us into very early Monday. Nothing happens through early Monday, but this is as far out as the model takes us on the future radar. But it is going to be Monday evening, Monday night, Tuesday morning is going to be the prime time for the next round of showers and thunderstorms. And that's when we could be looking at some stronger stuff. Definitely looking at some heavy rain. Okay. Let's take a look at the maps. And after that, I'll show you the severe weather potential as it stands right now. So here's a look at the maps. We've got our decaying front coming through right now. Pretty quiet, except for the leftover rain showers, but most of the showers and any thunderstorm activity, I haven't heard any thunder. Maybe you have. This convective energy is not all that, I mean, it's pretty low. So I would doubt we would hear much in the way of thunder around here. Further south, maybe. But here we go through your Saturday, and this front does come through and it shuts off the rain. Here we are into late tonight. High pressure takes over. We're dry. For any New Year's Eve festivities, we're dry. May still be cloudy, and some of you still may feel or see a little bit of drizzle, but I don't think it's going to be anything to cancel. If you've got something outdoors, it's actually going to be mild. It'll be in the 50s pretty much around midnight. By early tomorrow morning, before sunrise, we'll drop into the 40s, as I showed you, but not cold, cold, just a cooler cold, or yeah, just cooler. Okay. So here we go into our new year. Sunday, tomorrow, Sunday morning, New Year's Day, quiet, quiet. Notice here, this front that came through is now stationary to the south, and here comes our next system that is going to affect us. It's going to tap into Gulf moisture, high pressure moving east. So the flow is going to be out of the south and southwest around this front. And because that boundary is there, it's going to be the focal point for some showers and thunderstorms even before the main core of this system gets here. So here we go into Monday night, or actually Monday morning, and the rain begins. It just really starts to crop up. And here's a warm front coming through. This is going to cause our temperatures to soar into the 60s. And we could even, like yesterday, maybe get close or even touch 70 somewhere in our area. This just reset on me. So let me go back. There we go. So this is Monday morning ish, Monday midday afternoon. Showers, storms start to crop up, some heavy rain. Notice there's two fronts here. The first front comes through this thing, negative, it's got that tilt. So there's going to be some rough weather somewhere in here, probably further south, although there is a somewhat of a risk of some stronger storms even around here as we get into Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. The first of two fronts come through. Here's the second front. The second front is the one that has the chillier air behind it, but this thing is out of here by Wednesday, and we return to partly sunny to mostly sunny skies even into Thursday and Friday, and cooler. All right, so we've got the maps. Now, what about the potential for severe weather? This is the way it looks right now, but it's uncertain as to just exactly what's going to materialize around here until we get closer to the event. But this shows us in the level 1 marginal risk of severe weather. Here's the scale. Okay. So, well, I should say the general thunder, and then after that comes the level one. So, right now, the severe weather risk comes a little bit closer. This area expands eastward on the day four. This is the day three, or 3 days from now, looking forward into Monday. There's right now a general risk on Monday, but into Monday night and Tuesday morning seems to be where we could be looking at the potential for some severe weather. It's a possibility. It's not written in stone, but it's something that we'll be watching. The winds will be there, plenty of rain, plenty of moisture. Some of the dynamics that I talk about in the atmosphere, wind speed with height, the shear, available moisture, the movement, the timing of the front, and all that. It all kind of gives me the heads up that we could maybe be seeing something in the way of severe weather, especially around that late Monday night into early Tuesday morning time period. But it's something that I'll watch over the coming days, of course. All right. Otherwise, enjoy your final day of 2022. I want to thank all of you for just making this podcast something that you watch every day. I get email and I get comments all the time, people that watch this. I think ever since the December tornadoes of last year, this has become something, and this grew out of that. Just a daily morning update every single day, 7 days a week. It's very rare that I don't do this. So I want you to be able to count on this every day, even though it's kind of long. It goes 15, sometimes 20 minutes. I want time to explain to you simply and emphatically what's going on with the weather. Even when there's not much going on, I want to look ahead and see what's coming so that you know what's going on. And I don't want anybody watching what I do and then coming back. I don't want to hear, well, I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know it was coming. December 10th of last year woke me up, and it woke a lot of us up to never assume it's not coming. I'll admit that. I didn't I honestly did not foresee that. And I know a lot of you are like, well, who could have seen that? It's just one of those things that happens generationally sometimes, and then we wait for the next one. We think the next one's going to happen, then it doesn't. Then we wait, and then all of a sudden it hits again. So I just don't want us to let our guard down and never assume it's not going to happen. But on the other side of that aisle, I'm not going to be a hype master either. I'm done. I did it for years. Hype, hype, hype. Don't want to hype anything. It's just cautiously, basically, simply looking at the weather. And I think that's the way it ought to be. But thank you for a great 2022. Here's to next year. And to all of you, God bless you from my family to yours. Happy New Year. I hope that your year is blessed from God above, and lots of love. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning.